In Dokapon Kingdom Connect, when you go to begin a new game, you choose the number of players as well as whether or not they are controlled by human players or the CPU. The game gives you a variety of choices, but one option that appears to be missing is the ability for only CPU-controlled characters and no human players. But despite this omission, there is a way to have the game essentially play by itself, with all characters controlled by the CPU. After you have set up a new game, when it is the first human player's turn, select the Data option and from the menu that appears, choose Settings and then Controls. From the Controls menu, you can change which controller is being used for human players, as well as the difficulty settings for CPU characters. You can also change any human-controlled player into a CPU-controlled one at any of the difficulty levels from this screen. Simply set all players to be one of the CPU options, and now the game will be completely controlled by the CPU. This is a fun thing to do if you just want to have the game play in the background for your entertainment while you do other things. But it also has a more practical purpose too, especially for newer players to the game. If you set all the CPU players to be Sneaky difficulty, which offers the highest level of challenge, they will play the game in a very cunning manner. And unlike most players, the CPU knows everything there is to know about the game and how it works. You can learn a whole lot about the game that isn't immediately obvious by watching what the CPU players do. They may even show you how to access secret areas or teach you different ways to approach playing the game to get surprising results that you might not have realized were possible. This is especially true with longer play sessions, such as having CPU players complete story mode on their own. If you want to be able to switch back and forth between human-controlled players and CPU-controlled players, then you have to set up the game with all human-controlled players to start with. Otherwise, characters that are designated as CPU-controlled from the start cannot be changed over to human-controlled. So if you simply start a new game playing as 2, 3, or 4 human players with no CPU-controlled ones at the outset, then you can go into the control settings and change them all to CPU-controlled if desired, but with the added advantage of being able to switch back to being human-controlled at any point as well. Do you have any other tips for Dokapon Kingdom Connect? Share your favorites in the comments. Thank you for watching until the end. See you next time.